Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Hey, what's good with the Xrd Rev?
Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn.
Oh my goodness! It already stink! Oh my! What the fuck? It smell like bounce the fuck that ass! It smell like bounce the fuck out of that ass! Oh, somebody been bouncing the fuck out some ass!
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn.
Oh my goodness! It already stink! Oh my! What the fuck? It smell like bounce the fuck that ass! It smell like bounce the fuck out of that ass! Oh, somebody been bouncing the fuck out some ass!
客水道の最中だというのにするよ。
She got one. Wait, let me go.
No, the people at the back of the...
Stop. I'm here.
Everyone, settle down.
Dude, you're the worst admin. Please close this server.
Alright. It's Free2ThinkFree here! Hello, Mudbum, gonna let you live. It's gonna be a short one, I'll tell you that. That's a short, damn it. Damn ass nigga. Yo, black motherfucker. Hey, any black motherfucker over here? Show your toes. Black motherfucker, any black motherfucker out here, show your toes. Don't ask why. Just, if you black, just show them. We're doing something here. Well, ogmudbum is making 0 cents right now. Off the rip. Ignore him. What's up, Junkyard? Yeah, it's gonna be a short one. That's the only thing you said that was right. Oh yeah, I was gonna boot up some Guilty Gear Accent Core. I need to play that game some more, man. I was trying to practice doing links with Slayer because as much as I play Accent Core, that was the one thing I wasn't good at doing. And holy shit, I can't do links to save my ass even if you put a gun up to my head. By the way, it is hot as fuck out here in Philadelphia. Junkyard. Wait, I forgot. I got bombed over there. It's hot as fuck out here in the old Stream Beans Junkyard in the middle of Texas. It's out with Texas. And I'll get this fan over here and face it directly towards me because this is driving me nuts. Ah! Hot ass motherfucker. fucking what? Yeah, of course you're not gonna stand, you stupid fucking fan. Come on, Free. Move it. Man, this shit ain't gonna fucking work. Oh my gosh. That's fine. Fuck it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. But, guys, stay cool. Big shot here, man. It's getting there. Like, you ever get that gut feeling like, oh shit, it's happening before it actually happens? I caught that way before it got too late just for me to sit here and be miserable doing this shit. Anyway, let's just throw some Guilty Gear on. Some better Guilty Gear to balance out, you know, the stream here. Like, don't worry. Again, for those that are like, oh man, all you do is talk about Strive. I'm like, okay, where are you for when I play Accent Core? And I'm about to do it right now. Or whenever I do anything else, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this shit up right now in your face. And ultimately, I don't care. You leave, you stay, you fucking bitch, you whine, I don't give a shit. But you are going to at least get some Guilty Gear Accent Core up here. I'm going to be also talking about some other stuff. Like, I will be actually trying to talk about some other shit. Because Evo, even though it was the worst, one of the worst Evos I've seen, because nothing was happening, it was just literally slop. And they're trying so hard to try to make a comeback. You know, oh, hey, guys, look, listen. We got bought out by Saudi Arabia or whatever the fuck Middle East country. Hey, look, listen. We got bought out by these people. You know, don't worry. We're in good hands. Like, you think Saudi Arabia's fucking principles and religion is going to save Evo. No, man. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone's bought out the moment any type of big corporate money is getting slung around, or even kind of governmental money by whatever country. Big money like that is going to only talk corporately the way that, like, doesn't fit our cult following. Like, we like to be toxic and talk shit and fighting games and shit. Let's be honest. But, you know, FGC, like, Evo is, like, super heavy on Sonic Fox and Umisho and all characters like that, keeping their fucking emotions in check by not saying mean words. Anyway, sorry. I was supposed to actually say some shit. Let's go ahead and boot this up. Is there a way I can just spectate? If not, then whatever. Ah! I'm getting matched up already. Shit. Well, anyway. Yeah, it's Free2ThinkFree here, OG Mudbum. Where's the chat at? Ah, there you are, ass fucker 9000. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Don't worry, I'm trying to multitask and I suck at it yet again. Don't worry. Like I said, I know you guys have seen already what's been said about this damn Robo-Ky reveal, and I kind of glanced at it at the end of my stream with the OG. What did you say, nigga? Finger! You know, finger licking when he showed up and we were playing all those boxing games and Street Fighter Alpha, a little bit of that Fallen Angel fighting arcade game from God knows where it came from. Yeah, I try to squeeze in a little bit of my reaction to Robo-Ky, but we'll see more. We'll see more of it. Oh, shit! I don't want to be Kai! I'm just gonna sweep him all day. I'm gonna sweep this fucking bridge. You don't know. You don't do it. He ain't shit. Okay, it ain't working. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I do not play Kai like that at all. I should be able to, but Kai, he just really, to me growing up, he wasn't that cool to me. Not that he isn't cool, it's just, when I was a kid, I wanted to see some crazy, crazy shit. And Kai was like milquetoast to me back then. I like him now, but like I can't play him because of all those years I avoided playing him, and I used Soul Bad Guy, you know, Slayer, Johnny, and shit. Ah! Yeah, you can tell I cannot play this game. Not with Kai, at least. Oh! You should play Counter-Strike 2. Vulcan Edge, welcome back to the junkyard! You should play Counter-Strike the 2. Counter the Strike. Why are you saying it like that? I don't have Counter-Strike. Wait, I do have Counter-Strike. I can't play Counter-Strike like that. Not that I can't, but the reason why I say that is that Steam is not friendly towards inputs coming from a controller. I'm not a keyboard mouse user, so that being said, I would suffer really bad. I did play it at one point using a controller. You know, I should have fought his ass using Slayer for once, but look, let me just, is there a way I could just be in like spectate mode only? Eh, fuck it. I don't care. You know what? Maybe this won't work. I'll just have Xrd running. I'll have Xrd running, and then I'll just have a room open, and I'll just review this shit. Yeah, it's supposed to be quick. I'm over here not like extending the stream because of how crap I am. Anyway, yeah, no, like I can't use Kai like that. I'm so ingrained in using Slayer specifically the way I do, which is why I kept doing /, and I was like, wait, I have other moves, and I couldn't close in because I suck. In all seriousness, though, I like how. By the way, it's hot, right? So I have my fan up and running, so you probably hear that. But every time I do anything, like my gain for ogmudbum just tweaks like fucking crazy. I can't help it. I can't help it. Alright, I'll just do this at least. Here, I'm gonna go over here and give you Guilty Gear Xrd. I really did want to try some Action Core, but Action Core is not the type of game that lets you spectate, I guess. Like, freely. Anyway, okay. Alright, so look. Here's what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to do just a review and look at of Robo-Ky, right? See how you got ruined. I mean, added into this game. I'm kidding. And then I wanted to talk about like some other fighting game stuff that if I didn't get a chance to because it was late that day, and just kind of continue where I left off. Evo really sucked, and the pacing of it was really shitty. Nothing really worth talking about, but I know there was some stuff announced for Unreal Black Things. I mean, not much. It was just like a character. But I wanted to actually like kind of start looking into Unreal Black Things again. What I mean by that, I mean Under Night. I call Under Night Embers, I call it Unreal Black Things. Because originally the title, you know, that little tiny font that they like to spread throughout the game, and it like, you know, subtle messages, it would say 7 Days Immortal, Unreal Black Things, in like all caps. And so that was something that I now officially call Under Night Unreal Black Things. Wait, hold on. Do I even still have the shit ass? Hold on, do I still have it?
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Wait.
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my...
Wait.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I still got it.
Black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Run! Bitch! Run, nigga! Okay. But yeah, I wanted to talk about some unreal black things. I wanted to talk about Virtual Fighter some more. Mostly I'm gonna cover Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Let's be honest. I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I think that game's gonna suck. But I could be wrong. However, the reason I think it's gonna suck is because there is no way that I expect Arc System Works now to be a company that will give me a game that isn't gentrified and easily homogenized off the rip, gameplay wise and shit, with what auto combos and light, medium, heavy being the only fucking normal inputs you have, and just about everybody being able to do the same type of air combo and shit. Who knows? But playing Marvel for so long alongside Guilty Gear and Skullgirls and shit, Blaze Blue, kind of really most of the fighting games I've really put the most amount of time. But no, Street Fighter. I forgot. Never forget Street Fighter. But I'm talking about like really combo-y like games. What I want to say is that ever since Marvel 3 came out, I feel like the whole homogenize and transform everyone's moves kind of to be the same output and property of the attacks. Like, even if you're playing the heavy tank character, if you're playing a tiny ninja character, whatever, it all falls in the same place. I didn't like Marvel 3 for that reason. Anyway, look, I'm supposed to review this, so let's get right into it so we can get it over with. We know we hate Strive, but like I always tell everybody, I don't just hate Strive just because I wanna. I've been looking at this from the very start, and have always been observant for what it's been doing, what it's done, the audience, the community, and I try my best to give it the honest opinion that I got. It just also happens to be that this game keeps failing on all fronts. There's also something I want to show you after this, in relation to Strive, which is funny, but it kind of proves again how this game is just will not try to improve ever, because fundamentally it is a fucked up game. All right, anyway, let's get right into it. Damn it! Don't worry, chat. I see you. I'll pause right here. Let me read the chat right quick. I promise we'll get right into it. All right. Volganesh says, playing with controller sacrilege. Fuck you. No, it's not. That's how you play games normally. Kill yourself. Making things we actually like. I don't know the context from when you dropped that. Honestly, them making Robo-Ky is such a bold move. It is. And we'll talk all about it. Black things. Also, under birth. Is this a black woman's metaphor? Maybe. Well, welcome back to the Junkyard. I'm on vacation. Thought I should stop by. Yeah, man. Even if you're homeless and vagrant, every day feels like you're just a bum. But guess what? Even bums can take vacation. Volgan says, my OG Mudbum. Is that your take on an invincible fighting game? Oh, I forgot about that game. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta look at shit like this. I know shit forgot about that game existing. Every time I do see it, I think of the memes first before I think of the fighting game that seems like, from what I've observed, isn't really talked about, as if it didn't really hit the market quite the way it wanted to. But we'll talk about it later. I'm gonna go look into it. And also, I mean, if there's a way I can get that game for cheap, I actually will try to do that. I want to get my hands on that game. Anything, as long as it's super discounted, because I'm homeless. Ventwell says games buns. What's your take on invincible fighting game? I personally find the game funny because all the major players genuinely Low tier guy, style rage to quit, avoid losing points. Oh, I can't wait to get into talking about Invincible then. Just remind me next time, because for some reason, that is the one game that keeps eluding me that it exists. Alright guys, let's look at this stupid moveset.
Robo-Ky can trip up opponents with his many tricky moves. Gain an advantage in battle by enhancing his special moves using his unique meter. Electric gauge. Certain actions increase or decrease the electric gauge. There are 3 levels within the electric gauge, with Robo-Ky's special moves becoming more powerful as the level increases.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind this. I'm actually surprised a little bit that... Well, it looks like that's a separate thing. Because Robo-Ky's meter... Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Look, man, I'm not even I mean, I got the game in the corner, but you're not gonna fuck with me. You're not fucking with me saying that this is gonna lag the way it does. Oh my fucking gosh. Whatever, fuck it! I'm gonna keep playing. Anyway, look. Yeah, the meter used to be by itself, is all I'm saying. That was his tension gauge. Was the meter above the fucking tension meter now?
Electric gauge. There are 3 levels within the electric gauge.
I can't stand the narrator also. I pause a lot, by the way, folks. I can't stand the fucking narrator. It's like they really do try to appeal to the English audience. But this is the first time I feel like they're trying their damnedest to come off different in a way that's like, oh, Robo-Ky is a fucking comical character, so I'm gonna talk all funny and wacky. You know, like, bro, we get it. Anyway.
With Robo-Ky's special gauge. Certain actions increase or decrease the electric gauge.
He keeps his 2D.
3 levels within the electric.
He keeps his jumping dust. So he's got his crouching dust and jumping dust.
Gauge, with Robo-Ky's special moves becoming more powerful as the level increases.
Okay, he still has that one more move.
Sets up a mat on the ground in front of Robo.
If I remember, yeah, that used to be crouching dust. I might be stupid. But I guess they changed it now into crouching double down HS.
The electric gauge increases while he is on top of the mat. Use this after landing a knockdown or when you are far from the opponent to charge up the electric gauge. While he is on top of the...
I'm sorry for pausing. There's something that I feel like I want to point out. Like, I don't know why, but I have this very just visceral feeling that, again, I feel like I'm this autistic about Guilty Gear, and I'm not trying to brag. It's just, it really feels like that's why I can't stand the game this much. But you can't say I'm wrong, though. Like, Robo-Ky's stance is just... He literally looks like Sin. He literally looks like Sin in Strive version Sin. I'm not just talking about Sin in general. I'm like, he's postured up. His idle stances, he's postured up like Sin in this game. Hell, if I can find a quick video of how he's standing, so I'm just not like just saying shit. I'm dead serious. He looks like he's just postured up like Sin Keys, the way they put him in Strive. Shut up. Alright, in all seriousness, here, let me try to find it for you so I'm not crazy. But I literally want to find, because there's got to be an idle stance of him. Okay, maybe that might work. But anyway, even though it just seems like it's like too much. There it is. Like, even though it's not much to say, I can't help but say this. Where's the window at? Oh, I forgot. I cropped it. I'm gonna open this window up instead. But look. It's just... I see that stance, and even though it's... Sure, I'm just nitpicky. Why is it, though, that still this fucking stance looks identical to this? Shit. And I feel like one of the things I kind of wanted to say, if I already didn't say about Strive, is that they just don't bother to try to give any of the characters like a distinctive like posture and their idle animations to make it feel like you're really like, you know, when you're playing this character, you know, that distinctive animation of them doing whatever, you know, makes that character who they are. And I know some characters have changed their idle animations throughout Guilty Gear history, but a lot of characters, a lot of fighters in this game just stand. They just stand around. They don't try to have like a distinctive any more distinction other than if you've been a Guilty Gear fan and you know what they're known for. They even fucking flipped Zato's body to face the front now instead of his back always facing you, and he's been like the only character to do it. He's like Tusk from Killer Instinct. The idea that, oh my gosh, where am I at? The idea that, you know, every character has just like their own like stance that makes that accentuates like who they are, that makes them feel exclusive. They don't do it as much in Strive anymore. What is that on my back? Oh my gosh, bro. I freaked out for a second. That literally, I'm sorry to be nasty, but that literally is just my back sweat. I don't feel like I have back sweat, but it got a little too close to the bottom of my region. And I'm like, what is that? Did I step in something? Did I sit on something? It's just that's how hot it is. But I can't feel it, I guess, on my backside. Whatever. Sorry to talk like that. But I just can't help but feel autistic that these idle animations for these characters and Strive, they just stand around too damn much. They don't try to actually look like they're trying to fight you. At least mimic, you know, Kai's old stance or something. But no, he's just standing the exact same way like Sin. Like Sin and whoever else does that. So, like, wow.
Matt, use this.
Oh shit! Hey! Oh shit! Damn it! I didn't mean to press that. We gotta see justice! Welcome back to the junkyard. You say load up the Sin trailer? Nah, I was gonna show this at least. I mean, you can see the fucking stance he's got in the left. But, yeah, he looks just like fucking Sin, the way he stands.
Electric gauge increases while he is on top of the map.
Yeah, he's not even walking like in a certain kind of way. He's just walking like he would, like how Sin would. Slayer, Sin, who else walks like they just don't give a fuck? You know what I mean? I don't like that anymore. If there's a way I can show you the walk animation to, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is why I gotta make that fucking essay. But you guys though, at least if you've played enough of Strive, which you shouldn't play anymore, but if you still fucking do, or if you are still kind of weaning off it, you know, weaning, then you should remember like some of the walk animations. And bro, they don't look as cool anymore like they used to, man. He's just walking. I'm sorry. Look, let me keep watching this.
Use this after landing a knockdown or when you are far top of the map.
I gotta rewind now. What was that?
Use this.
So he's doing crouching kick. I guess that was crouching dust.
Gauge increases while he is on top of the map. Use this after landing.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's doing like some fucking no pose. Okay. Whatever.
Landing a knockdown, or when you are far from the opponent to charge up the electric.
Damn it! Where's my chat? There it is. No, they're catering to Indians who play this game. They sure do.
Gauge. Junkie Bargain. Unleashes a projectile forward. Expends electric gauge upon activation. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, it will track to the opponent's position to an extent. At level...
So, he's just still able to do that one attack where it's like missiles. I saw it earlier in the trailer, but you know what I'm noticing? I think I'm noticing that until I see it yet, he doesn't overheat like he used to. He's just depleting his bar.
Level 3, the attack becomes more powerful, unleashing additional projectiles.
Now that's what I remember.
It can come in handy in different situations, acting as a poke from long range or as part of a combo in the corner.
Let me look at his normals, man. Let me look at his normals.
As a poke from long range or...
That has to be far slash or whatever slash attack. Maybe 6P. But I know it's a slash. Is he that close enough to... Yeah, no, that was far slash. So he's doing far slash and a 6-8 and a 5H. He still kind of does the double dragon punch thing, whatever.
Part of a...
And then he's doing the missile thing.
Combo in the corner. Kaizen Blitz. A forward lunging attack.
So is this replacing the horse attack? I guess that's what it is doing. It's replacing the horse attack that he used to do.
Expands electric gauge upon activation.
And then he's doing a follow-up.
Automatically triggers up.
Boss Theory! Damn! Boss Theory's here! Welcome back to the Junkyard Boss Theory. That was pretty funny how you came in. Robo-Ky, more like homo guy. I'm about to shut the fucking boy. That's pretty funny. Sorry, I was drinking something and it kind of like came back up my throat. Don't worry, it's gone back down now. Anyway.
On hit. When the electric gauge is at or below level 2, it charges up the electric gauge.
What I'm really curious about is still to this, well, how are they gonna fucking all of a sudden fit Kai being his own character, even though he was part of Venom's Overdrive, where he does Dark Angel, and Robo-Ky pops out of the Dark Angel and hits him with that missile. So, like, how is that gonna play out now? How is that gonna play out? I don't understand for them to make Robo-Ky his own character. Will it be like an actual game-breaking, like, difference the way the Overdrive is now? Will Venom have, like, his normal, like, Dark Angel properties where, like, Dark Angel is a projectile that constantly just keeps going, and the most output you'll get out of that attack is when you're up against a corner as Venom, and then you use it, and what you do is that you dash towards your opponent to extend the wall, like the window of the stage, and get even more damage out of Dark Angel. That's how it used to be. And then now Venom does this shit where his ass is just, oh, I'm gonna fucking do this Dark Angel and then pop out, it's Robo-Ky! Woo, right? I shouldn't have to pull it up. You already know what I'm talking about. So how are they gonna do that now? Like, what's gonna be inside his fucking Dark Angel then? Just a random, like what? How are they gonna fix that? If they don't do anything to that, then once again, Arc System Works And Guilty Gear Strive, like, it's just, I can't stand that they don't want to, like, fix some of the missing dialogue between legacy character relationships, such as the assassins. Like, there isn't really much Slayer says against any of the assassins from when I last touched Guilty Gear Strive. Like, he doesn't say the same, he just says the same shit. He was like, tell me, do you enjoy kicking up dust? I'm like, cool. Hey, you gonna say anything about how, you know, these are your people? Like, this is what you've created? Yeah, there's only certain dialogue between characters that I guess all of a sudden Arxis wants to only give a fuck towards, but not, you know, the other relationships that matter just as much. But whatever, man.
When the electric gauge is at level 3, it does not charge the electric gauge, but performs a powerful follow-up attack that knocks the opponent down. Full follow-up.
Look at them trying to show all this bullshit that, you know.
Charged
Whoa, so this is gameplay. This is these Gatlings.
Performs a powerful
so close slash, crouching slash,
attack.
5H, so standing heavy slash,
Knock.
And then that. Okay. By the way, it looks like they finally gave, like, I'm trying to remember the other attacks in Guilty Gear Strive, but I'm dead serious when, at least for me, what I remember, there really isn't that many attacks that, you know, are distinctive from character to character. Everyone is that homogenized. The Gatling system is so universal to everybody, even the fucking Link friendly, the Link essential character being Slayer, he now gets to combo finally from slash to heavy slash when he's not in his EX mode from older games. But that's how stupid it is. Everyone can do it, and I'm like, there is no distinction from the other normals and shit that they do. And that, like, mostly what I do recall is some characters. I really want to say this. I do remember that most characters don't even fucking do, like, at least more than 2 hits or some shit. Like, I'm trying to remember right now. The only character that could probably do, like, multiple, like, hits off of normals is, like, Bridget, but you have to link that shit. You have to chain that off the same type of attack or whatever for him to do that, whatever. I don't know. Well, I do know. It's just, it looks like they're finally trying to give some different properties off of these normals for Robo-Ky.
The opponent down.
Nashi Weaver, welcome back to the junkyard!
Surprise. A throw move, shocking the opponent with powerful.
Yeah, so that's the move that you would use, like, back in the day. It used to be that he'll grab you with his hand, and then he'll fucking hit you.
Full electricity. Charges the.
If I remember, Robo-Ky has, like, back in the day, he had the slowest tension build, and he had a gauge that you had to manage, or else he would blow himself up. However, if you were managing that gauge properly, and you were kind of teeter-tottering towards where you were risking blowing yourself up and taking damage, you would use certain attacks that would burn off that gauge a little bit, and the properties for some of his attacks would change, and that was cool as fuck. I doubt they're going to have this in the game. It's too much for strivers and baby fighting game players to have to manage doing something without hurting themselves. But meanwhile, we have Nagoriyuki, right? His black ass, when you fucking do too many attacks and all of a sudden you go into blood rage mode and you're losing health instantaneously, you know, like, there's that. But, you know, I'm still looking at this. Let's see what happens.
Electric gauge on hit. Although it can't be blocked, it will whiff unless you are very close to the opponent and leaves you wide open. Lucky Launcher. An attack that sends the opponent flying up expends electric gauge upon activation. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, you can land additional attacks on the opponent after they are launched.
I really can't stand how they want to force strive to beat this grounded game so fucking much. Like, I really can't stand how they so badly want, like, you saw how you hit him with, close slash? Maybe his close slash causes ground bounce.
Activation. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, you can land additional...
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they want to always guarantee that most, if not all of these attacks, and for each strive iteration of these characters, they have to make it a ground bounce. They have to make it OTG, off the ground, right? They have to consistently make these properties happen because, again, it's like they're trying to make it such a grounded fighter and to avoid any type of aerial like rave or combos that you can do. Like, it's kind of almost, you know, like, I wouldn't even fucking tell that you got rid of jump canceling with how often you sit there and fucking make a lot of these attacks feel forced towards the earth. But anyway, whatever, let's just keep watching.
attacks.
I know that double jump though idea that I was trying to say, that double jump though, even though it, anyway, look, oh my gosh, let's just keep watching.
On the opponent after they are launched. At level 3, it launches them even higher, creating an opening to deal major damage.
Launches them even higher! Like, bro, shut the fuck up, dude.
Try incorporating this into your combos. Beautiful sky today. A command movement flying upwards.
So it's not jumping dust, it's its own move now. Then what the fuck is jumping dust now?
Expends electric gauge upon activation.
By the way, doing that back in the day, this move was fucking evil. This move was evil when you're doing it properly in an air combo with Ky, Robo-Ky.
It is possible to move freely using directional inputs for a set duration.
Naturally, says also Robo-Ky being playable in a purse shows yet again how Arcshits loves to have their cake and eat it too. Also notice how much lamer Stride Ky is actual Robo-Ky.
When the electric gauge is at or above level 2 upon activation, it is possible to perform an attack right away to activation. It is possible to perform an attack right away to surprise.
I'm looking at his normals.
It is possible to perform an...
Like, don't get, look, just another reminder. This is how Robo-Ky should look, like how Ky looks. No, I keep fucking it up. Ky looks like how Robo-Ky should look. Robo-Ky completely, like, he shouldn't even look this fucking good. He really shouldn't. He's a fucking Robo-Ky. Robo-Ky should look like fucking Xrd, like, no, yeah, Ky. But his drip, Robo-Ky's drip,
in directional inputs for us.
Just look at him. He's fucking completely mogging him. Is that what these young kids say it? You're getting mogged. Right? Look at him. He's got a fucking suit. He's still keeping the belts. He's got the fucking NUE shit still on his belt buckle. He still has that little regal type of look to him with this cape on his left shoulder. The shoes could be better, but, you know, sure. Let's match the cape with the shoes. And then look at Ky. Like, look at the actual Ky. Now, it's not like he looks bad, but his getup makes no sense. That's what I've been wanting to say if I never said it enough about Ky's look. His look makes zero sense. Alright, so you're the king, or at least, you know, you are regal. I think you still of royalty should fucking have some look to you that reminds people you are still in charge. Just, you decided to fucking believe feminism is a good idea and you give Queen Gizzy the fucking reins to a country. Yeah, great idea, right? Hell, look how fucking the anime played out. Even though the anime is the worst, it is such a dog shit story. But look at Kai, man. Like, it just, his outfit makes 0 sense. I don't know what that look is supposed to mean or at all. I just don't. I don't fucking get it. You know what I mean? And then he's got the glove with the one finger out, exposed. I don't like his look. Kai seriously should have dressed up as Robo-Ky. Robo-Ky should look like Kai. Or Robo-Ky should look like Xrd. Robo-Ky or something. What I'm saying is that, yes, this is one of the few shining moments of Strive amongst all of its turd fucking factory producing bullshit. They created a gem, and I actually like Robo-Ky's look. He is one of the few looks that I like. I like Nagoriyuki, the way he looks. I think they did a good job with Anji. I think, oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember. Bro, this fucking game makes me fucking forget. I don't know why. Anyway, whatever. I'll talk about it later, but like, look, I'm just saying that this is one of the few drips. This is one of the few bit of outfit designs that actually work. I don't mind it.
A set duration. When the electric gauge is at or above level 2 upon activation, it is possible to perform an attack right away to surprise the opponent with an overhead. Try this out when you want to trip up a blocking opponent. Try this out when you want to...
Whatever that attack is, it must be like a jumping dust slash heavy slash. No, it either has to be jumping slash or jumping heavy slash. But yeah, him being able to cancel under that. Does it still hit? Does it still, like, do the propellers still hit him?
Trip up a blocking opponent.
Wait a minute, I'm starting to remember now. Because I suck at this, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Guilty Gear Action Core again. I'm gonna go ahead and open up Guilty Gear Action Core because here's what I need to do. What I need to do is actually remember, like, what Robo-Ky was able to do. I'm kind of running on fumes when it comes to remembering his shit. Because I remember that. I thought that used to be jumping dust, but I could be wrong. I think he had another version of the attack that you just saw where he's, like, you know, biking in the air. The thing is that I think it was a force break move. That's what it was. It was a force break move. So hold on. I'm gonna open this game up. Let me find it. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually trying to remember now. So, like, this is what I remember. Yeah. Yeah, you see that? Like, you just do that. Slash, heavy slash, heavy slash. Yeah, this will cool you down, right? And when you get too close to your fucking the gauge at the bottom, you do some shit. This was his crouching dust. Yeah, and that would charge your shit. Anyway, look. I think there was a force break move. Yeah, okay. Alright, never mind. I'm being retarded. Yeah. So, this... Okay. My bad. I got mixed up, dude. I'm sorry. Wait, I gotta open up the chat. Okay, so look. Guys, I'm here to make an announcement. I'm retarded. So, Robo-Ky, this was a force break move that I remember. And I got it mixed up with this jumping dust. That's how long it's been since I fucking looked at this shit. Okay. But I remember that he had a rocket launcher. This was the move where it's like he was like it looks like he's on that fucking electro like scooter, that bipedal whatever electro scooter, and he followed it up with like a slash. But yeah, that's what that reminds me of. And yeah, he's like riding a horse. But he also had this, and it usually what I remember from Guilty Gear Midnight Carnival was that it will follow up into a super. That one. Okay, that is an axial core. Hey, whatever. And then I remember this attack. And the command grab. Yeah, I remember the command grab. And I want to say, yeah, that's it. Of course, you have this. Right? I remember seeing that in the trailer, and I was like, hey, wait a minute. Why is he doing it, like, off the ground? I know you can do it, like, as in this. If you did that to him. Hold on. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I was trying to mimic the way Chip's super that did all the multiple hits. That was like one of the few attacks that off the ground you would do just to get the last bit of fucking laughing and then kill them if you were able to. Because some attacks were really effective off of characters off the ground and shit. And Chip was one of them. Hold on. My bad. I can't remember the input. Holy shit. I am doing it right! But you have to be in the corner. Wait! No! Okay, never mind. Not this game. In Xrd, it's much better. When you play Xrd, his move's properties changes up, and you could get like a lot more hits out of a character that's been that's grounded. But anyway, here I'll show you. Look at the bottom left. Look at the bottom left. I'm playing Chip. Anyway, okay, so my bad about Robo-Ky. I thought that pedaling move was jumping dust, but they turned it into a force break move, which all of the force break moves in the game, I'm not going to remember off the top of my head. I played more X2 than I did Accent Core, and Accent Core is my weakest game. Even though I really tore up trying to play fucking Soul Bad Guy. Ah! I'm sucking right now. Okay, never mind. Dude, I'm doing it wrong anyway. I think I'm doing it wrong anyway. Hold on. Also, at least like maybe like on counter hit. Whatever. Alright, I'm wrong. Sorry. Never mind. Forget what I said. Forget what I said. You can't do that move that well where he's like got the multiple arms out and he's like, ooh. Yeah, I suck. Anyway, look. Back to this.
What's useless will always be so. A powerful...
And that's the attack I was doing earlier where he was like doing all the punching. And when you do the attack, you have to like end it, or else the more you keep doing it, you'll start to burn up.
Series of attacks. It continuously drains the electric gauge throughout the action, with the number of hits and damage.
See, that's weird. His move now just like off the grounds him immediately. It just is weird.
Gauge throughout the action. With the
Now, and I get it because once again, unfortunately, this goes back into the way. Hold on. They want to simplify all of the properties for each character that had such a distinctive style to what they did. When you did that super up against a standing opponent, they would just keep getting hit, and you had to end it, but you would keep pressing the button rapidly to extend the fucking the super. You just keep extending the super, right? Anyway, now it just off the grounds them so quick, and then it's a follow-up whatever attack that was.
number of hits and damage increasing, the more gauge is available. The final hit is performed either when the electric gauge reaches
Why am I freezing up?
0 or after pressing heavy slash. Gauge is available. The final hit is performed either when the electric gauge reaches 0 or after pressing heavy slash. Wrist.
Okay, so you can still end it. You can still end it with heavy slash. Okay. They are actually still trying to give you some, like, inkling of, like, the dexterity it takes to play Kai, Robo-Ky. I would say dexterity is just like, you know, there was always like these type of follow-up attacks that most characters had in Guilty Gear, like old Guilty Gear. Like when May does her super, where she spins around and you can end it by spawning a killer whale at your opponent. You had to manually do that. You had to manually put that in. When you play Potemkin and you would do the mirror that will reflect projectiles and shit, and then follow it up into him just charging right through shortly after. You know, like, that was the type of stuff that we used to have back in old Guilty Gear. And they are at least still giving Robo-Ky that sense of reminiscence, if that makes sense. This might be a character. This looks like clearly a character that they didn't want to fuck up. They didn't want to fuck up Robo-Ky. And that it's a very safe water down of a character. It's not like you completely raped him like you did Angie, like you did Biken, like you did a lot of characters, really. Chip Zaneth, to me, still is a very raped character, even though he's not like horrible in the game. It's the fact that all of what Chip was known for doing, being such a technical, dexterous character and having such a huge amount of Gatlings off of every attack that he was able to do, you got rid of that. You got rid of all of that still. And the biggest thing about him being able to teleport, it's gone. There's some other shit that from other characters disappeared too. Meanwhile, they still maintain certain fucking fighters to have properties that just make them so strong, such as Potemkin, Axel Low, and then they try to reinvent characters like Elfelt, Ramlethal, and they become such fucking menaces to society. They become such menaces to society off of the gameplay that they overhaul for some of these fighters, and it's just like, you're not playing the same character anymore, but even if you're not, guess what? That same fighter is just like a huge fuck you every single time they patch the game. And I'll talk about that later, because there was something that I want to show you guys as far as how they still treat their patch notes.
Ski lovers. Fully activates the Hercules engine, powering up Robo-Ky's special moves.
Hold on, chat, you left me. Every time I click on certain windows, it's like I can't fucking catch up with the chat. Because, like, all these windows make y'all disappear, and I'm trying my best to not deal with that. Nacho Libre, you doing all right? Venom's add-on. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like, you know, Venom just, he was supposed to keep Robo-Ky. They made him his own character. How are they gonna make the matchup work? By Strive-Bot Kai having lamer moves, not only functional, also visually. Damn, I'm messing up my comics since I'm on mobile. Boss Virginia Fan 1340! Welcome back to the Junkyard! I just realized that Nacho Libre has the same numbers as you, except the number 0. Honestly, I thought the Robo-Ky that got announced was a different model, but instead, it's the same one Venom hangs out with. Now shit is just even more confusing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. It says it's stupid how both Venom person Robo-Ky and this Robo Strive-Bot are the same character. I still don't know why they gave Chip the stupid rope move. They had to give him a rope move because they realized how neutered he was in Strive, and they thought giving him a tightrope would make him feel more of a character. Anyway. Yeah, no, like, it's a good question to ask. Alright, so anyway, it looks like he has got this move now.
The Hercules engine, powering up Robo-Ky's special moves. This causes the electric gauge to continuously deplete, but he can use powerful versions of his special moves until it reaches 0. When the electric gauge reaches 0, he explodes, damaging the area around himself.
So fucking retarded. I can't stand the way this announcer is speaking. I really can't. It makes me want to blow my brains out. Like, you're treating me like I'm a fucking child or something. Whoa, he explodes! You know, being able to do damage to himself and others. He also gets to do this! Please stop. Please fucking stop. Anyway, yeah, man, like, so far, he looks like he's about done as much as he's been done, like season 4. Season 4 was so safe. Am I saying no? Season 3. Am I saying it right? I meant to say season 3. So season 3, where it had Elfelt, Johnny, Slayer, Aba, I think that's how it is. That was the safest I have ever seen Guilty Gear, like the Strive, the dev team make their fucking characters not completely suck 100%. Me being able to play Slayer in that game, I was surprised, like thoroughly surprised. Because it's not like, you know, it's all the other moves that matter. It was the fact that being able to go from slash, and then loop it back to slash through links. That was just a surprising, you know, mechanic, or at least a feature that they still kept for Slayer. As if, like, they really were painstakingly not trying to piss off people after they showed you season 2, season 1 being just kind of like milquetoast, and then straight charred milquetoast when Testament and Bridget came out, completely separating and dividing whoever, you know, was left within, like all the players together, as far as, hey, are you a real Guilty Gear fan and you remember Bridget being a boy, or are you the one that caved in and Strive isn't that bad of a game, here's why. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it feels like they're trying to be careful with Robo-Ky being brought in. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with Jam. It's like Jam kind of feels like the equivalent of a season 1, season 2 character, but because it's Jam, like, depending on how you view her, the same way kind of like Bridget and Testament kind of shows that, okay, she is just fine feeling like, you know, she wasn't completely ruined, but if you really are, like, paying attention to if you really are a fan, then you know she was ruined anyway. And I feel like what's going on in this case is that Robo-Ky, so far is maintaining himself being the quirky character, having at least still his gauge from the earlier days be now like segregated yet integrated into this game. Like it's a separate meter now instead of it being the meter that you needed to use for Robo-Ky. It looks like you don't have to worry about overheating anymore and it exploding for no reason. I wish they kept that mechanic, but it's Strive. You know they won't. It seems like everything else they're doing is like they're trying to maintain whatever is left of this fucking character. So anyway, no.
Moves. Pressing heavy slash.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I forgot to do it. I was supposed to open up yeah, I was supposed to open up Action Core again because I want to see something. Sorry, I was thinking something. Okay, hold on. Alright, I just want to try something right quick. Here, I'm going to pull it up on screen. Oh, it's already on screen. Okay, never mind. I'm just looking at his moves, like, it's been so long since I played him. Anyway, don't worry, guys. I'm not trying to fucking, like, be quiet again. I'm trying my best to... 2, 1... But anyway, that was really it for this dude. Yeah, that was it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I remember that. Alright. Hold on. There was a mechanic he was able to do where, when you knock him down, he could fucking delay his wake up, fucking up anybody's Okizime. His Okies. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I played Robo-Ky. Okay, whatever. Sorry. Alright, guys. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get back into the video. I'm almost done. Anyway. Are you gonna play? Okay, there we go.
Lovers fully activates the Hercules engine, powering up Robo-Ky's special moves. This causes the electric gauge to continuously deplete, but he can use powerful versions of his special moves until it reaches 0. When the electric gauge reaches 0, he explodes, damaging the area around himself. The explosion will hit Robo-Ky as well, so be careful.
Yeah, so you still get hurt by his own attack. And there's the wall break. Bro, whatever. Like, I hate the wall break mechanic because of how it is. And I forgot that there was the one thing that, like, made me acquiesce the idea of wall breaking if Guilty Gear Strive was alternatively a better game in a different timeline. But whatever. The wall break just, it's so fucking stupid, man. I still hate seeing it, no matter how many times I see it, and it just, it'd be just the dumbest reasons you can get into wall splat into wall break. But whatever. I really actually forgot. There were some things that I said would make wall break okay to do, but either way, they heavily rely on trying to make this game super easy. You knock it down, do some combos, and then splat them, do a super, and then go right back to neutral.
Robo-Ky can dish out serious damage after charging up his electric gauge. Start by throwing out his long-ranged heavy slash.
Okay, so he still has that fucking jumping heavy slide like the hammer.
As a poke, and charging the electric gauge with Gimmicky. Once you've built up enough gauge, use the projectile from Junkie Bargain as a shield and make your approach. When you're up close, you can mix the opponent up with Beautiful Sky Today and Sparky Surprise. Things get tough for Robo-Ky when he runs out of electric gauge. It's crucial to think ahead and form a game plan to use the gauge effectively.
So, it looks like they still kept a lot of his integral mechanics, like being able to recharge his tension from the floor mat. They kept his fucking rocket, his fucking bombardment rocket missile, whatever attack. You can do it on the ground now. They kept like his forward going move. It's not a horse anymore. It's a fucking electric scooter. He has now like a lift-off attack that like it might be his anti-air. I don't know if that is his anti-air. I don't think they treat it like it's an anti-air reversal on wake up. And like depending on what gauge the gauge is at, you're doing certain moves and shit. Like certain attack properties change. I don't know why. It doesn't feel that new to me to hear that. Why do I feel like I'm thinking of a different character that already has that mechanic? I don't know. But he still has his command grab. Now his force break move is now a fucking aerial move that you can do. Actually, no, you don't. You can do it either ground or air and cancel into a fucking aerial attack, or cancel into nothing, tripping them up and then throwing them again or something. Risky Lover is this weird. I don't know why it's a off the ground attack. Like I'm gonna look at that again. Because why is it an off the ground attack? I don't get it.
Of attacks. It continuously drains the electric gauge throughout the action. With the number of hits and damage increasing, the more gauge is available. The final hit is performed either when the electric gauge reaches zero,
wait.
or
I feel like I have a theory why it looks like that. I feel like I have a theory why it off the grounds him just off the rip. It's because I think because of the attack properties anyway. If you already know Guilty Gear Strive, the fucking game, a lot of attacks cause mad spacing between you and the opponent. There's mad spacing between you and the opponent. And because of that, I think with them trying to add the super without off the grounding the opponent, it would have pushed them back so far back, like they couldn't make it seem like it's the only super that's property of attacking someone. Why couldn't they make the spacing different for those attacks? I feel like that's why. If that makes sense, like when you play Guilty Gear again, Strive, it's the attacks for a lot of everything, a lot of fighters creates mad spacing because they want to. They were trying to eliminate stringy combos, like it was a problem for new players. They were trying to eliminate stringy ass combos. That's why you can't go in a Gatling variation. You can't go from punch to kick. You can't go from punch to slash. You can't go from kick to slash, right? The punch and kick are completely isolated from each other, You can't even chain it. You can't even chain those two normals together, right? But I think it's because of the mad amount of spacing that they produce for each character, off of the normals making contact, and they couldn't seem to fucking switch it off for a fucking super. I think that's why these characters are getting. That's why Kai's getting off the ground like comboed by a super that could have looked a lot cooler if you made him stood up and get hit. But the way you fundamentally made this game is still shit. And so you ended up saying, fuck it, let's off the ground him. Token! Open! Hydro! Welcome back to the junkyard. Of course, there is that game, but guess what comes out on the 23rd? Hydro Leaf, you still there? What comes out on the 23rd of July? Jacob Barrett, welcome back to the junkyard with that pineapple burger. How's Robo-Ky and Strive looking so far? Like I said before, what I've noticed is Robo-Ky is one of the least raped characters in Strive. Because basically, if you remember, yeah, you remember. Hydro remembers, yeah. I'm more looking forward to playing Avatar than Marvel Token, but if it is an open beta, then that is definitely a perfect time to stream. Hopefully, I don't have anything going on during then. I don't think so. I definitely can stream those days. I actually genuinely want to try out these betas and see if Fighting Game has any fucking hope left. If they know how to make them, that is. Yeah, like in all seriousness, he's watered down like everybody else in this game, but he's not raped. If you're raped, you're Robo. If you're raped, you're Chip. If you're raped, you're fucking biking. If you're raped, then you're hell, I like to say even Asuka. Like Asuka, a character who's playable for the first time ever. Like he's clearly not a fucking character that existed before, but he was a story mode character that existed before. And the amount of abilities, what he was known for doing, and the fact that Soul Bad Guy is so fucking power hungry. Like he not power hungry, but he was so hell bent on trying to like fuck him up, and yet he couldn't back in Action Core, back in Guilty Gear X2 Midnight Carnival, like all those games before. I feel like the build up to that man or Asuka, right, was completely raped by him being a playable character in Strive. Oh, so you're telling me the only reason why I can't fuck this dude up is because he's shooting blocks at me? He's fucking creating boxes and throwing them at me, and that's all he does? He doesn't have any other cool looking attacks that show that he is the most powerful, like, sorcerer, like, mage character in all of Guilty Gear, to be also part of, you know, creating Soul Bad Guy as a gear, Justice as a gear, and all the shit that he might potentially really know, especially being the fucking student of the guy who found the backyard. And all he does is shoot boxes? Are we fucking serious? Are we serious right now, Oxers? You're making the most powerful, most look forward to character in Guilty Gear be a guy who just shoots boxes. Dude, it's so hot in here. I went and found this fucking six-pack. I saw a dude walking down the street. Southwest Texas. I saw his ass walking down the street with his six-pack of beer with, like, the ice still frozen over, like, the can. And I snatched it off him. I ran so fucking quick. I come back, and I look down, and that fucking six-pack is warm! It's warm now! That's how hot it is down here. Is that weird, niggas? Anyway, so yeah, Robo-Ky isn't truly like ruined, but by principle, any character you put in Strive is going to be ruined anyway. But by degree, he matches with the Season 3 lineup. Season 3 was innocently made because they really did not want to piss off anybody else. Like, if they made Slayer any worse, I would have sat there and probably really had a field day with it. But only amount of field day I had with that was the fact that, you know, like his 6P sucks. Like, Slayer and Guilty Gear Strive does suck. But it's funny, you could still literally play him like you would play Xrd. However, you know what? I take that back. I forgot. They updated the game so bad because he was doing too good as a fighter. Him alongside Aba and Johnny and Elfelt. The Season 3 lineup was the least raped characters. Everything else outside of it, most raped. What I'm trying to say is Slayer now and Guilty Gear Strive, if you're too close, for example, if you're too close to your opponent and you do 6H, his roundhouse, whatever, his big ass kick that I love doing, you're gonna anyway, that attack, instead of it being like a full ass fucking hit, you only basically you hit the character. If you're too close, that kick has the same properties as any punch or kick mechanic. So what I'm saying is, instead of it being a mean ass fucking heavy attack that has like heavy attack properties, so you have more stun to work with, being able to combo into power bunker and all this other shit. If you're too close, the roundhouse force crouches them, right? The hit forces them into a crouch, and it has the same property as a punch or a kick. So if you want to follow up anything to it, you really can't. You only have Mappa Punch maybe, but that you have to give it range for it to get the maximum amount of attack possible, which is just, it's so stupid. But because they can't fundamentally make their game from the ground up again, they decided to say that we're going to keep the game the way it is. We'll just fuck up everyone else's hit properties, frame data, whatever, just to keep it the way it is. And I'm going to actually show you something funny shortly after this shit here, just to prove to you that this game fundamentally is just ruined.
After pressing heavy slash. Risky.
Yeah, it's stupid. Alright, I'm just going to show you anyway. Let me read the chat. Avatar! Yeah, no, I want to play Token. I want to play Avatar. I want to see what hope we got left for the fighting game world. I actually was looking forward to seeing an Avatar fighting game. Not like, oh, I watched it like that, whatever. It's just that, you know, I'm surprised it wasn't a fighting game yet, because I feel like for a lot of other type of series that is Eastern themed or oriented, and it's like, you know, it's a series of a lot of fighting in it, like your Shonen Jump type shit. Like, why wouldn't it be a fucking fighting game? They finally did it even for the anime Hunter x Hunter. So there you go. Took them long enough to make a fighting game out of it. I just hope the fucking mechanics and the game about it isn't ruined by modernism such as one button input bullshit. Anyway, let me show you though kind of the biggest thing that I can't get over about Guilty Gear Strive to this day. And I think they're never gonna fix it. It's like too late to even try to act like there's something recoverable about this game. But look, let me just show you. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, let me do this here. Enjoy the match in the bottom left. Soul Bad Guy versus Eno. Is this the one? No, it's not. Well, this shows up anyway. Alright. Here's my Twitter. I know it's gay for me to have a Twitter. I completely agree with you. You can say all the fucking vitriol, all the shit you want to say about me right now. You're not wrong. Twitter does suck. Why am I using Twitter? Free2ThinkFree, you're better than this. All you talk about is Strive, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever. The reason I have Twitter, though, is because still you'd be surprised the type of shit that is actually dropped by the players left and the players who fucking are still giving this game a chance, the strivers. You'd be surprised the type of stuff they say on here. So anyway. Let me show you. Sorry. I can't believe this drink got that warm that fast. That's how fucking hot it is. So anyway, look. I have this up in front of you, unfortunately. But look. I wanted to just point out how bad this fucking game is doing yet again. Alright, you guys on screen. Okay. Every time, excuse me. Every time there's an announcement for a character, every time they drop a character, they're clearly gonna give you a patch note update type shit, right? And clearly this is them trying to balance the game out alongside the character that they're bringing into Strive. And I can't help but just look at this shit. And look, let's be honest. You already know where I'm getting at with this. This game is so terribly balanced, or at least it just has zero respect for some characters. Let me show you. I'm trying to find it. What the fuck? Okay. Look, I can't find it. It's just I can find it. I just gotta figure out what it was. Here, let me try something here. I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared for this. Did I save it over here? Guys, I'm fucking up. Hold on. I actually can't find it. Ooh. I know what to do. All right. Right now, this specific video, and what this video is that it's showing you the patch that they just dropped to give room and flooring for Robo-Ky's addition to this game. This is a combo from a Faust player. Here we go. Really cool, right? Alright, now watch this. You see that? Let's look at it again. Look at it again. Like, he's busting his ass. That motherfucker. Look, as much as Strive sucks, I will tell you right now, that was a combo. That was a full-fledged combo. I respect it. I respect anybody who actually can try to fucking, make this game work despite how wants you to work it, but he tried to make this character still have some type of hope left, especially when not only is the gameplay of Faust ruined by this game, but literally they took all the fun, joy, soul, redemption from this character, like, away from the players. Like, okay, I take that back. Maybe he did redeem himself, as if, like, he was trying his best to stop whatever was happening with Batman's sister. It's fucking stupid. And then he's, like, back to square one, and he's now, like, an empty husk of himself. Not really the same kind of Faust that he is. Hell, it might not even be Faust anymore. But, okay, story-wise, they took away the soul of this character. But they literally took away the gameplay, too. He busted his ass doing his combo, and I paused it because I wanted you to see the damage output. Now watch. Anyway, guys, so, yeah, Guilty Gear Strive needs work. And what's crazy is that hold on, what? Let me look here. What is this about? Let me see what this is about. So this guy is trying to respond to the video here, and he's like, not that the combos work cool and showed a lot of skill, but isn't this a buff to Faust? It felt like those last hits were hitting for 1 damage and just donating tension to the opponent. And this guy who plays Strive, and he's like a Faust guy, his profile literally is Faust doing the command throw. It's like, no, because the wall breaks will also cause you to miss out on damage and take away the opportunity to use supers for hard knockdown and pocket items for you to rotate. It's just more inconvenience I have to deal with. So not only is there less skill expression, but there's less opportunity for Faust to set himself up with the positive scenario. Damn. That's pretty depressing. Like, that is pretty depressing. Hold on. Yeah, no, like, this is what I've been noticing. There's been a lot of people to this very day. The biggest takeaway I want to tell you is this. If I can, let's see how many people are saying anything about the patch notes right now. Scroll down, and guess the fuck what? It's the same shit. Watch. Has the Switch version been updated yet? I'm getting really impatient to use Sayumu already, and the worst case, I'm thinking of taking a break from Guilty Gear for a while. Maybe even retiring. Please let me know about the Switch version update as soon as possible. Patch 2.2 for Guilty Gear Strive has dropped. Looking forward to seeing if there are any nerfs or buffs. Fellow games was connected with each other, yeah? Okay, alright, this is the guy's being a real striver here. Isn't ignoring summer vacation entirely and cutting daily quota points a bad move? You missed one of the characters that get to pop off the wall for extended combos that are genuine and fair. Please tell me the music doesn't end at the victory screen and keeps going in between sets. If you have a playlist, so many good songs, blah, blah, blah. Please update the Switch version. Can we, like, get info when the next balance patches? That'd be pretty nice. Pretty pissed. Release Season 5 on Nintendo Switch. No bus for Ava. Why do you hate Faust? And then this guy's like, oh, it's here. I can't wait to see. Blah, blah. Like, dude, I can't help but notice a trend here. I can't help but notice the trend that this fucking game will not add the fucking 2.0 that was heavily bragged about by Arxis to Nintendo Switch. The game that they finally added, right? Remember I made that video? Whoa! Get your game on GGST Drive on Nintendo Switch. The game that you already owned on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox, and Steam. Like, I made that video laughing about how long it took for them to add Strive to Switch. And yet, here we are, all the way back over to saying that Switch players are just getting no love. They're being told that your fucking console that lasted... Wait, how long did the Nintendo Switch last, Junkyard? How long did that shit last? Was it literally about fucking 3 years? 4 years? And then, boom, we got a fucking Nintendo Switch? Right? Not Nintendo Switch 2? Was it only about that long that we got a sequel to a console that... Like, why? I can't believe they actually went for this. Because you might as well sat there and made people... I shouldn't say that. Nah, that's not how it will work. Look, the Nintendo Switch was a solid console. At least, I'm looking at mine right now. I haven't touched it in... Was it 2 years? 3 years? The last time I played Smash Brothers on stream, on my old channel, they got deleted. When I played Def Jam Fight for New York and OG Finger Licker was there, around that time period, I played Smash Brothers. It was supposed to be a surprise. And the surprise came out, and then, yeah, like, I finally played Smash Brothers on my channel. What I'm trying to say is that's the last time I touched that fucking console. Ever since then, I'm still looking at it right now. I haven't touched it. It has not gained power since. What the fuck is that? How did that bug get right there? How did that bug get right there? Anyway, look. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to grab that sumbitch. But what I'm trying to say is Guilty Gear Strive coming out on Switch, and now you got people talking about, I want the 2.0 update to my Switch, please. And ArcSys just will not address it. They will not address it, period. Hold on, this bug is moving really fast. I know it sounds like I'm being like I don't like bugs. I don't ever get bugs where I'm at. I never fucking do. Hold on. You about to get twisted! Who are you? Okay, you're not a dead bug, you're not a stink. You're not a stink bug. Ah, shit! I dropped him. There he is. Keep on rocking. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Test complete. Hello, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Gosh damn it. Ain't that crazy? It's like anything I do outside of streaming, or if I try to do something extra, just a tiny bit, always that tiny bit, and I get disconnected. I shouldn't have reached for that bug. It wasn't even any bug that I gotta worry about. He wouldn't have done shit. But I don't know bugs like that. It's just, I've seen that kind of bug before, and I'm like, you just here, aren't you? And, yeah. He was
Now
just
fuck
there.
that Crip move, show that nigga how it goes, Crip.
Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Alright, good. It's on. Anyway. Nah, I'm just saying, like, I think it's funny that the Switch players are being completely ignored and that Strive is just continuing to happen on every other console except the one that they finally added it, you know, towards. But yeah, no shit. Like, what about the Switch players? Hello? Arxis, what are you doing? They really just, you know what I think it is? It's just, you know, another hearsay type shit, but I have a very gut feeling that Arxis just cannot, they don't know how to, like, not only make games anymore, like, you know, them making Strive and making games that have connection issues, and they can't handle, like, hackers. They can't handle with, you know, their own servers, right? I think that they don't know how to even port a game to a different console that is known for having less content. You shouldn't have made that attempt from the start. I think you shouldn't have made that attempt from the start, only just out of the real respect that if you really respect it, you know, who you're trying to appeal to, it'd be like, look, I don't want to fucking release this game on this console because I'm not able to give you my all. I am not able to give you my all. And that I would highly recommend you, however you can, at some point, be able to get the console or get whatever you need to bring this to the, you know what I mean? To bring it to, fucking, bring this game to you, however it takes. But I can't be given such a shitty platform. But they took the fucking cake. They took it. They said, you know what, screw it. We're going to go ahead and be on the Nintendo Switch. And then they thought they want to add a 2.0 update, and to this very day, they will not do it. And I feel like it's because they bit off more than what they could chew. They bit off way too much, and now they can't handle being able to add 2.0 to Switch. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny, man. Like, there's nothing else to say. But by the way, Nacho Libre, I do be bookmarking it. What else do you think it went to my alternate account? Yeah, I know I'm that gay, guys. Not only do I have one account, I have two on Twitter. Blow my brains out, right? Hang me. But I've been bookmarking all that shit on my other account. And I suck at remembering what my other account's info is. So, with that being said, good old Guilty Gear Strive just can't do shit right. But, yeah. Like, them trying to fucking... Like, these stages, them talking about reduced processing load for following battle stages. What happens here, I know exactly what they're talking about, I bet. I bet you all the money I got, which is pocket lint, that Tyrannog, right, the stage that that man or Asuka fights on, I've seen it. When you beat or fight somebody, you whack them into a different part of the stage, you wall break them, and the game completely just drops fucking frame rate. It drops frame rate, and it will literally pause the game even as if like you had a disconnection at first. But it will try to roll back and then connect right back to the fight and throw you off because, wait a minute, I thought this fucking thing was fucking, you know, frozen. Well, it's not. It wasn't. And I think it's funny. There's so many things wrong with this game, man. And, like, only because I just can't help but be autistic about the smaller details of this game just constantly fucking up. And, I felt like it was finally about time that I wanted to show you, like, some of the testimonies of these players who still are just, like, you know, by guilty pleasure, or, you know, what is it called? Stockholm Syndrome? Like, whatever, where it's just like, they know they hate it, but they keep playing it. but they keep wanting these patches to happen, but they don't understand that these patches just will not occur the way they want them to. Like, if it's been that long since Faust has been updated to be properly fit as a fighter against the same characters that keep getting nerfed, buffed and shit. Like, I still laugh that someone showed the combos that you can do with Happy Chaos after he's been quote-unquote nerfed. Because he has been nerfed, but they still found a way to fuck him up somehow. But anyway, yeah, this is crazy that this game being updated and shit. Like, bro, I can't believe they took the Tekken Season Pass. That still blows my mind. They still are doing the Season Pass, like the Blazing Pass bullshit, trying to make the game stand out more. Look at how they still continue to not make this fucking title have any true metal-like design to it. They really went contemporary as fuck, and like just everything is a lot easier on the eyes for anybody that has never played Strive before, and or has never listened to metal or rock in their entire life. Anyway, you guys get it though, and I'm just laughing that there is no breaks. Yeah, like look at them talking about like the battle updates. Fixed a bug where the attack duration of Halo Tank Buster was unintentionally longer. Interruption for S button for needing could occur under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where even if the first hit of counter blitz hits, subsequent follow-up attacks might not land. Like, bro, what the fuck kind of... Why is your game this messed up, man? As much as we, like, yeah, some characters are just too strong in some games. Zato, Johnny, right? Elfelt, and from Xrd. The biggest thing about, like, if you're going to sit there and update this game, here's the thing. You can't just constantly fucking, like, bit by bit update this game with that. Like, you can't appeal to everybody. You can't please everybody with this shit. That's what I want to say. You can't please everybody with how much you want to show off you patching these games. Or you're patching Strive. You're gonna buff a character finally, but then someone else is gonna get nerfed. Just by proxy. You can't please everybody, man. Make the game as balanced as possible, like the first time, and then just try to come back at it like another few years or so through an expansion pass, like you used to do with Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator Rev 2. But no, these motherfuckers are just trying so hard to make each and every single little bit an update for this game. They keep adding them, but they can't seem to please everybody all at once. Because they don't realize that there is no such thing. I'm not trying to defend, by the way. Listen, I'm not trying to defend, like, a game should just be made the way it is and then just stay broken, right? Because I know how not fun it is to play against somebody who has been sweating gallons and gallons of sweat for years in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and the only team that they know how to play is any character with Storm, Magneto, and Sentinel. Sentinel is the most broken character of all time in Marvel 2, right? And it's still unfortunate that some players, like JVO, have came across that game and haven't had fun really the way it's supposed to be playing that game. When like whoever he fought against defaulted to playing the top tier characters, right? I was around for when Marvel 2 had so many players amongst us, like amongst each other, They will play Sentinel and shit, but they will switch it up because they're like, all right, look, man, I know like you look like someone that's never played before, so I'm gonna hook you up. Because when they added Marvel 2 to the 360, bro, is that a fucking game changer. And yeah, like I came across so many different types of characters and so many mechanics that I didn't know happened for certain fighters, like the Iron Man Infinite, the Gambit loop, where you can actually chain the same light, medium, normals amongst each other without having to actually land a heavy. Anyway, or no, land from light to medium. But there's a lot of mechanics that still people don't know about that were accidentally part of the game the first time they made it. And that's because they never made it any other way. There was never an expansion other than ports that they brought onto other consoles where they fixed certain things like Juggernaut's Cyterac power-up being so insanely overpowered. They finally fixed that on the 360 version of Marvel 2. But yeah, like, they never truly made, like, an overhaul of, like, moves and shit. Like, Slayer having the same heavy attack property now being nerfed to having a pussy baby hit mechanic off of his 6H because they wanted to be able to fucking finally make it to where you're not just, you know, gonna get landed right into a pile bunker like type of combo. But whatever, I'm just simply saying that you can't ever beat, you can never defeat making a game like, there's truly never a balanced game. Like, yeah, I'm not saying there isn't. It's just that when it comes to fighters, when you make fighters different amongst each other, you'll never be able to fucking make a balanced fighter that like respects all fighters. Some fighters and the way they're designed are going to force certain matchups to just be harder to obtain a victory from. If any of this makes sense, then I'm just simply saying, like, as much as I would like for games to be balanced so everyone can be happy, the sad truth is that when you make every character different amongst each other, you immediately lose your ability to make a game truly balanced. There's still going to be that one matchup that's better than the other, and so forth. Like, it is much harder to play as Hugo or Q, my two favorite characters in Third Strike. I shit you not. My two favorite characters is Hugo and Q. And then when all else fails, just pick Ryu. Right? I'm never picking Ken. He's gay. But yeah, I have a much harder time trying to land anything in Third Strike playing the lowest bottom characters ever. Yeah, sometimes when I had a good moment here and there, I would play a good match against someone who was better than me, and I would win using such difficult characters. I fought against Chun-Li's and Ken's. Ken and Chun-Li are top tier. So if any of this makes sense, then yeah. Watching Arxis not only not know how to make a game anymore, but like struggle with trying to like nitpick fucking add like small tidbit maintenance patch notes to these games because they were like, yeah, we really fucked this character up bad, and they just keep doing it every like month or so, or even less than that. It's just crazy, man. It's really crazy. It just feels, you can clearly tell it's not the same studio anymore designing Guilty Gear Xrd. And that's why Guilty Gear Strive still continues to suck. I never realized how bad warm beer can taste. Like, I've tasted it before, but when you're like kind of on an empty stomach and you're just drinking warm beer, bro, this sucks. Bro, like, I can't believe how fast again, these drinks warmed up in this type of weather. Unbelievable, man. Anyway, folks. Oh no, I'm over exceeding how much I talk about Strive. Time to talk about something else. But you guys get it though, right? Guilty Gear Strive. It's just funny. I felt like I finally wanted to show you that on July 1st, you still can't seem to. They still can't seem to appeal to everybody, especially for some reason, Faust players. All right, let's. I wanted to talk about something else that bothers me. Even though there's not much to say. They clearly got this whole bullshit here with Marvel token fighting souls, right? I just hate that I don't like. I don't admit, I hate that I don't like potentially this game, because if they really don't do it right, it is the most linear, brain dead like game you're ever gonna fucking put your hands on. Like, it'll play probably much easier, much more like there's less actual inputs that you feel like accomplished. The game still helped you get there. The game would just help you get to wherever you need to get to. Anyway, look. No, don't do that. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, I was already in theater mode. Alright, let's check this out.
The Fighting Avengers!
Hold on, man. What? Why is this playback disappearing on me? Alright, here we go. I'm trying to get the playback and it just keeps dodging me.
Introduce your glorious champions. The Fighting Avengers. The
You know, it's crazy. I paused it because I just feel like this game can't make up if they want to animate like 3D or if they want to animate like 2D. They seem to miss the mark on this. This part right here seems okay. Is like, it feels like I'm actually looking at a Guilty Gear Xrd, like old 3D ArcSys type of game.
Yes, champions.
But when you actually look at the victory poses and animations for Marvel Token Souls, whatever, this game, it has a hard time struggling being choppy on purpose anime style fighter or CyberConnect Studios Naruto Ultimate Ninja Store style of animation. Like, it can't make up its mind whether it wants to be ArcSys or CyberConnect.
The Fighting Avengers. The Unbreakable X-Men.
What the fuck? Gosh damn it! Alright, fine. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Allow me to introduce your glorious champions. The Fighting Avengers. The Unbreakable X-Men.
Okay, wait. Am I fucked up or something? Hold on, dude.
Fighting Avengers. The Unbreakable X-Men.
Wait. Oh, that's what's going on. It didn't load the whole video. I don't know why it didn't. That's stupid. I'm closing out some windows. Yeah, it like, for some reason,
to introduce your glorious champions.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. The fucking video like stopped right there and it kept looping back like I was doing it, like I was doing it.
The Fighting Avengers. The Unbreakable X-Men. The Amazing Guardians. The Knights of Doom. And
of my face, lady! You mess with the Ghost Rider, you'll end up
As a ghost.
all skill, no luck! Hey, Vamp, how about some help here?
I'll make this quick. Show me how much monster you've got. Don't blink. Shit, take this. Gotcha. Weapon's hot. Nothing stops the Mora Monster Blade. Close your eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, look. Am I fucked up or something? Give me a second. No, I'm fine. Look, I paused it because I couldn't help but like pay attention to some of these characters. Just don't work, man. Ghost Rider looks like dog shit. Ghost Rider really looks like dog shit.
Weapon's hot.
Some help here!
Like, they added him and now he's got his own posse.
The Ghost Rider?
But, like, yeah, how badass how he used to be. Look into my eyes. Like, all of that's gone. And instead I'm hearing this fucking sorry-ass Giancarlo Sabagal. Whatever this guy is, he's fucking us up.
You'll end up
As a ghost.
all skill, no luck! Hey, Vamp, how about some help here?
I'll make this quick. Show
Like, he's the only motherfucker that sounds normal. This black nigga.
how much monster you've got. Don't blink. Shit, take this. Gotcha. Weapon's hot. Nothing stops the Mora Monster.
Anyway, what I'm also noticing is that they're doing they're trying to clearly appeal to what I think it is, the Marvel Rivals. This is clearly like a Marvel Rivals type of game, like counterpart.
The blade. Close your eyes. It's over.
They say I'm a legend,
But I am also a ghost!
Oh yeah, and here's Loki for some fucking reason. They're adding Loki, but there's no Thor.
So easily tricked.
Maybe he's not in the game yet.
I've saved Asgard more times than I have threatened it. Honestly. No, really.
Beauty God. No!
You dislike my rattling tongue, beast? You will not survive. My...
Like, in all seriousness, like the way the game looks, man, it's just it really is potential. It's not like it looks horrible. It's not the worst thing ever. But I'm just concerned about the actual gameplay. Like, will this game have as much variable type of, like, will the game feel like there's more to than just light, medium, heavy, crouching, either crouching heavy or a special move button that launches them guaranteed into the air combo, and then you do some shit and then you're back to the same shit? Like, will it actually do something different? Will it actually try to do anything different? And sad enough, I kind of heard some fucking people back then say, you know, it feels way too cookie cutter. Every character should feel different, man. I don't want to see the same light, medium, heavy. I want to see that one character that can't do it, but, you know, they have their own ways of doing combos. I want to see that there's more just variations of how to close in on the opponent and like, you know, just do more than just light, medium, heavy, whatever. Please change it up. But it is Arxis, so I won't be surprised.
Ragnarok! Whoa! Rage quitting is the ultimate fighting game sin. Let me check out some strats. And now, time resumes. It's...
Oh my gosh, here we go.
How's this pose?
Lock it up, Wade.
I have a lot to say about Deadpool. Not really, but I do have something to say about Deadpool.
I love it when you threaten me. Roasty! Hey, chat, somebody clip that. So elegant! Random bullshit go! Deadpools assemble! Deadpool Force!
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I can't stand Deadpool anymore. Deadpool is the most suffocating, officially to me, the most suffocating, like, character. Like, when it comes to fourth wall breaking and you're trying to, like, make a character or personality off of that, Deadpool is officially the most suffocating, like, Marvel character I've ever dealt with. And I genuinely don't want to say that like I'm trying to be a purposed contrarian, right? But if I have to look at this when you're playing as fucking Deadpool, along with the other shit that I've seen, I have seen it. There are people like constantly capturing another reference from some other game for Deadpool. Like, this is the most I've ever seen Deadpool refer to anything. These motherfuckers need to, like, understand that... Give me a second. Oh, my gosh. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. That, you know, that's part of his character. It's not... He only breaks the fourth wall. Right? Dude, this beer tastes fucking awful. This beer tastes so fucking awful. Like... This lingering taste in my mouth makes me more mad, I guess. But holy shit, this beer is so fucking nasty when it's warm. Ugh, fuck. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's the issue with me and Deadpool right now. After I saw the trailer reveal for this, I'm like, what the fuck? This is getting ridiculous, the amount of references you're forcing a character to have just because you know, it's Deadpool. Hell, when I have actually tried Marvel Rivals a few times, I was like, I don't even like trying to use him. He feels way too suffocating on the idea that, like, he knows he would easily be a likable character because he is the most direct with the audience. But there really is still a limitation to how you go about designing a fourth wall breaking character. And Deadpool, you know, being the face of it all, I'm not trying to shame it. It's just the last good Deadpool, I would say, is clearly the movie with Ryan Reynolds. Like, Ryan Reynolds did a good job playing as Deadpool in both movies, whatever. And my issue is, like, again, if anybody else wants to do it, make a Deadpool, please don't try to overdo. Match exactly what Ryan Reynolds did. Or I would say at least match the way Deadpool was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, a game I do not like. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 sucks, but they made Deadpool a palpable character when it comes to fourth wall breaking bullshit. Like, he had like one attack that was fourth wall breaking, and that was the Shoryuken. And then the other one where you do the super and he whacks you with the health bar and the hyper combo. But that was the type of shit that he would do. He wasn't like, let every single move I do
Lock it up.
be a fucking reference to like 20 different games. It's now you're like, basically this is overstimulating is what I'm saying. See, he's doing the attack with Yoshimitsu. Like, I get it. He can't die, right? I'm not trying to act like this looks like anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a reference to whatever attack this looks like, because I could have sworn this looked familiar. And then he does Scorpions. Get over here! He even has the fucking retarded Toasty! Is Free2ThinkFree actually complaining about Void Wall Break? Yeah, when it's too fucking many of it. Too much of it.
Hey, chat. Somebody clip that.
Yeah, but like, there's way too much shit. This attack looked familiar. I forgot who it was. But no shit, like, this attack it reminds me of a fighting game character from somewhere. I just can't think of it right now. But that's how annoying it is. Oh look, see, he's doing a roll. He's doing a Roma cancel. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this shit? He's doing a Roma cancel. It looks exactly like a Roma cancel. Does Dr. Doom's fucking down? Do you feel tired yet? Look at him doing Vegeta's fucking Ki blast from Dragon Ball Fighters. Oh, people say he does the Naruto run. He's riding a dolphin like May. Oh my gosh, dude. He's doing the fucking volcanic viper pose with the dolphin. You gotta be kidding me, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, look, does it feel tiresome yet? If you don't feel tired yet, then you really are meant to be, like, you are meant to be the exact audience that this game will appeal towards. You just love anything just because it's a reference to something. And that's all it takes for you to waste your time, money, into something that probably isn't substantially good. Great job. Like, wow, I bought this game because I saw Jam's kick from the trailer of Deadpool, and here I am, like, getting my ass beat left and right by all the fucking sweaty ass players, or not even sweaty. The game is probably that easy to play, but you know, the easier to someone it is, the better the win is for them. And you get mad. This game is, you know, you don't like the way the game really is, and then you go back to playing Fortnite, or you go back to playing some fucking genuine slop game. This game is really meant for, like, fighting game NPCs. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's made for fighting game NPCs. So, I wasn't even trying to, like, really fish for it. I just felt like, as I watched it, I'm like, holy shit. There's way too many poses, man. Way too many references to everything, and I thought I was just tripping. Yeah, this is genuinely Jam's. Yeah, no, I'm tired. Deadpool is way too suffocating already. You made him the most suffocating, insufferable, fourth wall break bullshit character in this game. Anyway, man.
Wait. There's something else we should do. I remember!
Enter the Midnight
Samurai Outriders! Oh, we're cooking now. T-E-A-M, get 'em!
Time to step out of the shadows.
One does not cross.
This English is driving me fucking nuts. This is the worst English dub I've ever heard.
Everyone, get ready!
Hydra says different Ghost Rider, like there are different Spider-Man, there are different Ghost Riders. Well, this Ghost Rider sucks. I'm glad he's different. I'm glad it's not the same Ghost Rider. He is dog shit. I don't like him.
You're gonna feel this.
Rest in peace.
All out attack!
Whoa, he's doing a fucking Nagoriyuki. He's gonna Blood Rage.
The power of Jotunheim. Hell is coming for you.
I wouldn't be surprised if this fucking game has Deadpool look at Blade, and he's like, hey, yo, you remind me of the fucking samurai from a different game. What is it called? Strive? Ha ha ha!
No.
Yeah, pre-order now and get all that bullshit. Pre-purchase bonus. You get an Infinity Gauntlet for your little avatar when you're sitting in a lobby that you're having a hard time connecting to because everyone's either A, playing it at once, or B, the people who run the fucking servers for this game don't know what they're doing for the billionth time, because Arxis is kind of notorious for having bad maintenance and monitoring of their fucking servers. No one can really play the game because they don't know how to bring everyone in. Strive was the worst culprit. You get year one. You get the year one stage pass, character pass. You get animated chromatic color unlock. Whoa! You get Spider-Man, Storm. You get the old school costumes, and you get the full digital PS5 or PC game. Please pre-order this game now. Oh wait, you get the stupid Howard the Duck costume for your avatar model, because people really care about that. Pre-order this game, but you don't know guarantee if it's worth pre-ordering or not, and you can get all this cool little bullshit. Dude, this is such a slap game. Anyway, yeah, man, like, I will play the beta, and I'm gonna try to be careful as possible with it, so that way I can try to give it a fair shake. But I already know what it's gonna play like. I just can't help it, man. I really can't help it.
Nah, this isn't it. You need more practice.
Anyway, there was another trailer I wanted to look at because I missed it, I guess. But anyway, now as far as Tekken goes, I'll say that Tekken still eludes me as far as how it plays, but I've heard nothing but negative shit about the game. It seems like what's going on is Tekken is having issues with being... Honestly, it's basically like, imagine they somehow fucked up the gameplay essentials, or like the fundamentals to it, more than even Guilty Gear Strive did their own shit. And what it is that when I last saw Tekken 8, it was that there was a lot of broken shit happening where certain combos or certain strings off of Tekken characters would just be guaranteed to like win, and you couldn't do not jack shit about it. You couldn't do anything about it. And that's kind of like funny, but it's sad. Like, this is all still being handled by the same dude who's been making, Tekken for as long as he has been, and somehow it's like he's missing the plot on his own franchise that he's been designing for over 20 years. Almost 30 even. But let's look at Bob. Yeah, I feel bad for the Tekken players, man. I tried to actually give Tekken 8 a chance, and I did enjoy it, but because I suck at Soul Calibur Tekken or any 3D fighting game, I don't know how to really judge this game. It feels like it's my fault for sucking at the match. But if I, instead of a sweaty Tekken player who can tell me, hey, no, that's just... the game is broken, it's not your fault. Like, I don't have that type of ammunition right now. So, I am still kind of going off of the idea that Tekken 8 should have been like... There are some ideas that don't work for it, like having super armor... Well, that was from Tekken 7, but like super armor, having supers, having this whole heat mode, whatever. Like, there's just some mechanics that could have just not existed. According to some actual veterans of Tekken. And I kind of agree. I just can't really truly make that judgment call. Because I suck too bad at Tekken. But there are compilations of people saying this is unplayable now.
Hunger's the root cause of conflict. Join me, and we'll feed the world. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
I can't stand the announcer. I thought the motherfucker was like trans or something, but I mean I'm not trying to make it that reason. It's just Tekken 8 new challenger. Like, give me a fucking break.
Tekken 8.
There it is.
New challenger.
Yeah, this sounds stupid.
The hero has arrived.
Wait. I feel bad for whoever has to be underneath all of that fat, because when you're that big, you're not gonna fucking convince me that you washed 100% of your areas. You know you're smelling something that because he can't reach it. This game needs a hero. Let me guess, yeah, due to the virus guns, he secretly plays Tekken. And now he's gonna make Bob incredibly gassy.
Cheap shots just don't work on my perfect body. Impact! No flavor?
Oh, I missed it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Now, for him, I feel like I wouldn't mind seeing Super Armor because he's a big-ass fat dude. But when everyone has the ability to just turn on Super Armor for heat gauge and just because they flash white for like a few seconds, or no, like for like half a second, it's like stupid, man. Like, you'd be surprised how bad the Super Armor is in this game compared to other games. Super Armor, at least in Marvel 2, like, yeah, you had characters that completely would just tank a few hits, but with just enough hits, they would actually get hit stunned anyway. Right? Bro, that is... guys, do not try garage beer. Do not ever fucking try garage beer or any type of similar beer. Light lager. When it's cold, when it's warm, holy shit, it's just, maybe my mouth has officially, like, hated the taste of this shit. Like, it just, it is the worst tasting, like, when you drink it at the moment, it's not as bad, but like 5 minutes later when you haven't drank anything, or even a few, like, minutes later, it will settle such a disgusting aftertaste in your mouth. I want to kill myself. Anyway. But yeah, Super Armor is like really bad in this game. Or whatever. But that's kind of part of why I didn't like the game. Because there was someone back then, I remember like trying to play it. And this motherfucker kept doing the Super Armor attacks. And he got away with it. Just because he timed it so right every time I did anything.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Fucking retarded. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Bob. I don't. But, I know, like, Bob, like, he apparently got fat because, having too much muscle will slow you down. So he would get fat and use his fat ass speed. While he was also maintaining the weight or power or whatever. Yeah, that's not how it works. But anyway, Bob, I don't hate him. It's just I didn't really care about seeing him in a game, but I wanted to look at the trailer, and I could tell they're still trying to make Tekken work. But just like how they always do any additional character, right? You're gonna add them, but then the patch note that comes with it will fuck the game up entirely. I hope that it's not. I mean, I haven't heard anything again positive about Tekken like making a comeback from their mistakes. So I'm just gonna treat it like how I treat Strive. Like you guys fucked it up.
You know why I love?
Gotta snatch me some Seagrams. Dan Tedious, welcome back to the junkyard. Yeah, I should have, man. This sucks. I really hate the taste of this beer. I literally grabbed it and it was super cold. About like 5 minutes later, when I went to grab it, like when I was streaming earlier, I could not feel not a single bit of coldness left. It did not take long for it to get lukewarm.
This onigiri also means to slay devils. You know why I love eating onigiri? This onigiri also means to slay devils.
Damn! Anyway, that's pretty cool. You know what I always laughed about Tekken is that they're trying to like make it all diverse and shit. Everyone speaks their own language. But I like to imagine that no one really understands what the fuck they're saying. He's just saying pathetic as if he really didn't give a fuck what he was talking about anyway. He don't understand English. He chooses not to. He's too busy trying to be an overlord. Damn! Okay, I like that. He threw mad fucking weight. He does not like Kazuya. 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 He does not like Kazuya at all.
Let's go.
Damn! Damn! Why? I love punches that just lay you out. That lay your ass out. I love shit when that nigga lay your faggot ass out. Fucking like, bro, you're awake. A second later, you're sitting there waking up and you see him 5 different versions of nigga body. That's funny as shit. I've never seen, bro. I love seeing shit like that in this game. Dude gets so slumped.
Let's go.
They get so slumped. Oh!
Eat your calories out.
Oh shit! Wait, has he always done that? Did he always do that shit, Junkyard, where he would do electric wind guy fist, whatever? That's funny, man. Yeah, did he always do electric wind guy fist?
Eat your calories out. Burn my fat. Roar my fists. Feel the power.
Yeah, see, that's stupid. That's stupid, but I like the other moves he was doing. Fucking boom! Fucking straight fucking lariat like haymaker. I gotta look at it again. I gotta look at it again. Fuck you!
Eat your calories out. Burn my fat. Roar my fists. Feel the power. You'll need to spend the rest of your life paying for all your sins.
Damn, that's a fat nigga. I'm surprised he ain't got a heart attack. Yeah, man. Woo, season 3. You know. Meanwhile, like, if I'm proven right, then that means like, everyone's sitting there just hating playing this game, just trying to fucking. I can't close in because they don't know how to program these strings anymore off these fucking certain combos for certain characters. Yeah, it was basically something like you would overpower the other opponent, like using like the really baby ass attacks and shit. Like they're not supposed to be that good, but the frame data, they fucked it all up, and now made it to where everyone is basically just aggressive. Like you can be so aggressive with their like the really short framed attacks. There is no opening for them. That's what I remember. That's what I last saw.
The hero has arrived.
I'm still mad that you know guest characters are just there's way too many, man. I can't help it. If you only paced it out a little bit more, I wouldn't be upset. But everyone's trying to have a guest character all at once in each major fighting game, and it feels like it's an act of just completely not even trying to care anymore about the IP itself. We'll add SpongeBob next in either Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear Strive, you know, King of Fighters, right? Like, that's two. Dude, you only one. Why couldn't they add only just the one, right? You could have added the soccer player or the DJ. They added both. And that's why I feel like this gaming is not the way it used to be. Where if I wanted to genuinely see any more of the characters that came from like a 40-plus-year-old game, 30-plus-year-old game, being Mark of the Wolves, right? I want to fucking clearly see that all the characters made a comeback. Then you can add whatever the fuck you want. But no, not all the characters came back for fucking Garou Mark of the Wolves. And now City of the Wolves has 2 real-life people that just have zero correlations to this game other than the Saudi Arabian prince wanted to see his favorite fucking shit asses in this game. And the second worst thing being we didn't complete the fucking lineup. It's probably going to be another few other season passes till you get to see, I don't know, Freeman, right? So that's how stupid it is, man, to throw too many special guest characters and all these fighters all within the same time period. Like they couldn't just wait another fucking 2 or 3 years. Groomer Lewis can never match Bob's aura. I don't know his story. I don't know the story to Tekken, by the way. No, I actually don't. I just know that the Mishima family hates each other. They really, really hate each other. Almost just unrealistically. But whatever to give the game some type of game series some type of story, I guess. Yeah, season 3 pass. You get a stage, and you get character costumes, and you get. That's it.
No, sugar.
Alright, I hate to spoil it, but I did see that one specific 5-second clip, whatever, of him punching a kangaroo. It was based off an actual story in real life where a dude punched a kangaroo because it was fucking around. It was fucking with his dog. So he saved his dog and bitch slapped that kangaroo, and the kangaroo made that exact pose. Like, how dare you?
No, sugar.
Yeah, see? Anyway. It's cool that Harada knows memes and shit. Ha ha ha. Is it still true, though, that your game is now officially busted and broken by all the veterans? Is that true? But anyway, I can't think of anything else. I forgot. I guess there's Unreal Black things, but it's a short stream, so I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted out my system. Yeah, like, I missed this one. This is Unreal Black Things!
Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight.
Get them fucking black fucks away from me. I'm gonna need you to not breathe that much. I'm not trying to get age restricted again. Oh, fat chest meat. Oh, look at them trying to show me a story that I've never really invested in, ever. Dude, you're showing me tits! If I'm not mistaken, that's supposed to be the sister to that really twinky ass faggot with the he acts like a spider, and his sister would show up, and apparently what I do know is that like she's supposed to be like fucked up or something. Yeah, holy shit, I don't know the story. I do like how she's moving. She's Wolverine. I like fist characters, and at least at the very least, that's I like claw characters. That's why sister's one looks like his dead sister. Okay, yeah. That's what I remember. Oh wait, no. It's that I thought that was his. Oh wait, that's that sister. Yeah, that motherfucker. Oh, another announcement I remember hearing is they're trying to continue Melty Blood, but Melty Blood, unfortunately, ain't doing too hot because I guess it's just because of the fact that no one's really playing Type Lumina. Not that it's bad, it's just you have to still be able to make your game surpass the prequel, and with the amount of like actual sprite work that the prequel had, none of these characters and none of the gameplay is showing promise or anything like to usurp, like to kind of like match that. It's just they're just making the sprites, but the actual sprite work for like all of like the old Melty Blood games before it came out, Type Lumina, holy shit. Like, the sprite work is amazing. And then they just they're not doing it as hard. They're not going as hard like they used to. But yeah, apparently there's more Melty Blood, and you get to have this version. You get to have more characters. Yeah, this is a good stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. He also has pictures of his sister in a swimsuit in his room. Oh, what a fucking nasty little niglet. I mean, at least it's not his real sister, am I right? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I just want to look at this right quick. Ah! The thing. It's the thing. It's the thing. It's this.
Melty Blood, Toa Illumina.
We've got a newcomer.
Wait, holy shit. Did I mute? Gosh fucking damn it. Okay. I don't know when I muted then. I'm so fucking mad. Whatever. All I was simply trying to say is Melty Blood. What was the last thing you heard me say? Man, I'm so fucking mad right now. Look, I still got it in my head. I was just laughing about the fact that, hey, you know, Lynn ain't got her go-kart with her. But what I was ultimately saying is Melty Blood is this type Lumina game releasing early 2027. Unless you're adding that many more characters, that much more, you know, if you're adding a lot more characters than just Lynn to this game, that will be the only reason that would justify early 2027. But in all seriousness, early 2027, no one's going to want to wait that long for such an obscure game series, especially with the sprite work still not matching how good we had it like 20 something years ago, right? And hold on, what I'm trying to say is that, however, though, maybe Melty Blood right now, like this type Lumina shit, it may not be that good, but I still think obviously I'd rather play it than Strive, because at least it feels like an equivalence to how bad Guilty Gear players have it. It's only about like 1/4 of like how bad Melty Blood has made type Lumina in comparison to its older games. I seriously think that, like, you know, I really wish they actually went ham on the sprite work, but they didn't. But at least the game still plays, you know, like a Melty Blood game, at least, you know, with all the shit, they still are maintaining a lot of the characters and what they were able to do, but the animations are a lot cheaper looking. And like I said, that quarter wrongdoing, like, in exchange for at least the rest of the game being at least playable, versus you get no insta-kills, you get a whole overhaul different game. Like, it's a brand new, completely different game. It doesn't play that great. There's like no good content that makes you feel like it's really Guilty Gear and all this other shit. Whatever. I'm mad that I muted, because that made it sound a lot better when I was muted. But Melty Blood, as long as you're like the real OG fans, you know, to actually say whether this game is worth the shit or not, that's who I'm really gonna. I hope they're the ones that are truly catered to. I hope they're the ones that are actually getting the satisfaction out of playing Twi Lumina 2027. That's what I was trying to say, because at least their game isn't as raped as Guilty Gear Strive. You know what I mean? And you get to play as Lynn. Woo. And look! Not only is it coming out on PS4 and Xbox One and Xbox whatever Series X, you get to fucking play it on Switch and the Switch 2. So you're telling me that the Nintendo Switch 2 is able to reach out to Melty Blood fans faster and more efficiently than Strive ever would. Bro, I'm not. This is why it's like, can you really blame me for, you know, noticing how bad Strive is? I can't help but notice how bad it is, and even though it's not much to say, really let it sink in that Strive cannot even make a game on the Switch 2. Maybe they will at some point, but they still just cannot fucking do it. They can't. They can't add Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 to the current Switch, but here comes Melty Blood releasing some shit for both the consoles right now. It's just amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing to me that Strive keeps fucking up. So I give kudos to Melty Blood. Even though the animations aren't as good as the original game, you at least are getting a full-fledged fucking game. And you can't, you know, unless you're telling me otherwise, I still think you're not as thoroughly sodomized like us Guilty Gear fans have been. And the worst part is some of the Guilty Gear fans love that sodomy, and they're just like, yeah, a Guilty Gear Strive is good, and here's why. And I'm like, no, there's no way. There's no fucking way. You liked that. You liked getting sodomized. You liked it. You liked it up there. And they're like, yes. Anyway, man, like, there's really not much else left to say, but it's just crazy, though, man. It's crazy that some games are still getting fucking like updates. Meanwhile, not only am I stuck with Strive, they won't ever. Daisuke pretty much lied. There was an interview, I'm trying to remember. I think it was the one where I keep pulling it up and it's like they want to destroy Guilty Gear because they were trying to make it a bad example of what not to do so they can help learn how to appeal to a global audience. Yeah, that bullshit. There was a question saying, would you ever fucking consider going back to Guilty Gear Xrd and doing something for that? And bro, if BlazBlue Central Fiction is getting another character after how long they've been giving an update, if BlazBlue can get it, I don't know, man. But there's genuinely feels like no love for Xrd. I don't get it. And I don't want them to get it. I'm too mad at fucking Guilty Gear Strive, its existence. I'm too mad at ArcSys basically like doing away all that potential they had for Xrd Rev 2 to be a Rev 3 or whatever they would like to call the next project. But instead they said, nah, let's just make a new game and appeal to a bunch of faggots. And they did. And right now, like, it really does feel like, you know, it is a dying breed of players, like OG players, whether they're getting banned off of Discord for calling Bridget a boy, whether it's just, you know, the game sucks and they're not part of it. Whether it's also because of real life scenarios where some of these Guilty Gear fans, you know, they get old, they have kids, and they just move on. Or they get fucking in a car wreck, they die. You know, they get an alcohol problem and then they die from that. All these things that can kind of contribute to the current extinction of Guilty Gear players that don't think that Strive is worthwhile. And I get it, man. I know I've been told to ignore this game and move on, but I'm just morbidly curious to see the end of it. I'm morbidly curious to see the end of it all. Because the audacity to just completely... Now it feels really audacious. You giving BlazBlue a fucking another DLC character, and you will not wink not once at Xrd because you put too much effort, too much money and time and resources into Guilty Gear Xrd and Strive, and that you know that there are players who now are literally fucking looking at Xrd like, what the fuck are you doing with this? And they're staying quiet about it. I know they are. They're genuinely staying quiet about it, and it's crazy how steadfast they are in doing that. So, yeah, man. Melty Blood is getting some more shit, and I am gonna say that yes, I will try to give Marvin Token Souls a chance when the dude is hot as fuck. This is retarded, dude. This is 100% retarded. This is unreal. I hate this. I hate this so damn much. The sun's gone away. Why is it hotter? Anyway, I am gonna try to get my hands on the betas for both Avatar and the other game, Token Souls. They need to give it a better name. Fucking bleeding. What the fuck? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out here. I guess if you want to know what's going on later, maybe I might stream again Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 4th of July, man. Maybe I can use this break also. But I was actually in the middle of trying to get started on some contemporary videos, some shit that really matches today's time period again, like the announcements of some games and how they deserve to get a joke made fun of here and there. So I'm still gonna work on that. I'm gonna try to play more games that you guys have recommended. Like, I might actually play Virtua Fighter with JVO if he's there. And dude, sorry guys, this is unbearable. Yeah, I'm about to definitely end the stream. Guys, look, so yeah, there's gonna be that, and there's gonna be just whatever I can do else. But I know what I really need to do is there's also something that there's gonna be another collab happening soon, but it's gonna be probably me staggering how often I'm up here online, whether Discord, YouTube, whatever, right? I need time to work on my essay and work on just a bunch of shit. So I'm not gonna be gone though. Don't worry. I just got a lot of content I gotta work on still. But for now, I guess I saw what I saw. I know Robo-Ky's dropping like later on. I kinda don't care. I really don't care. I might secretly download the game or download the DLC through certain means and giving them a shot, but ultimately after that, I know the story ain't worth the fuck, but I am curious to know how they're gonna incorporate a character that's already a gimmick for the last season pass characters. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry for being muted at the end, but I was simply just saying, in a nutshell, Melty Blood could look a lot better animation-wise, but at least it's a full-fledged game. And I hope that the community for Melty Blood is happy with the game, or they're probably not. I just think they're still getting a better deal. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back into obviously playing a lot more fighting games, and answering requests. Playing Virtua Fighter 5 and some other shit that I gotta work on. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so bad. Like, this is blowing hot air. It's not even blowing like at least. Yeah, this is hot air, man. It is just hot air. Kill myself. Alright, guys. I ain't gonna waste any more of your time. But yeah, please stick around for more content. And just be around, man. I'm sorry for not coming off strong right now. Leaving. But I'm looking at how bad ogmudbum fucking he can't help it. The fan makes him talk. Where's Rev 3?
Oh yeah!
Tell him to bring out the rock.
It would be the